The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Lawrence. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
His 9th rushing touchdown on the year, number 12 overall.
And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Etienne. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall.
And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Second down at 4. They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. down, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence drops this off with Nwangu. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
It's complete, and he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now a handoff looking right, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Chubb on the read option, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Back to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this to Nwangu.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet, but think 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On the give is Nwangu.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Kene Nwangu
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. This time, the extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play action, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Browns,
they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.